Everything I've done, both good and bad, I've done for my family.
You Tommy? Detective Norman.
How long you been in town?
3 years.
They handed you the Morello case. Right out of the gate.
That's what the paper says, ain't it? And what's it to you?
Case must be getting pretty cold by now.
Or you got something might warm it up?
Yeah, I might have something.
What do they call you, son?
Thomas. Thomas Angelo, sir.
All these guys in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
They're loyal.
That's right.
One day you're busting your back, doing an honest day's work in a city that's been trying to scrape you off its heels since the day you stepped off the boat. And the next you're stuffing your pockets full of Salieri's dirty money.
Go get him, Tommy!
Teach these boys a lesson. Break every bone in their bodies.
You want me to become one of those Wall Street boys?
Don't sass me, Tommy. I'm trying to teach you the ropes, so you don't get strangled by them.
Now you stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom. You abuse my trust.
Don Salieri. You won't ever need to worry about me.
Okay, then. Welcome to the family. I got a growing business here. We could use a guy like you to help out. Welcome to the family.
We're aces, boys.
You need to think about your career. You could run this town someday.
No!
I'm gonna have to give you a beating, just so you always remember who runs this town.
We do not allow mad dogs to run wild in our neighborhood. Stay out of trouble with the cops.
Good to see you, pal. I hope you all have good taste in whiskey. Get down! You doing this?
We're doing this.
Blow them all down, Tommy. Not one of them goes home tonight.
Don Salieri wants you to know that he's very grateful. So if you ever need anything, maybe a loan or some honest work, don't hesitate to ask. Don doesn't forget his friends.
You stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom.
Hey, Tommy!
But you abuse my trust.
Our business has rules.
We do not allow mad dogs to run wild in our neighborhood.
This is the way this city works.
If you cross Salieri and his boys, you're dead.
Your neck's gotta be aching from all that looking over your shoulder you're doing.
You, Tommy. You could run this town someday.
Tom, don't do nothing you don't want to be remembered for, you hear me?
Probably too late for that.
No!
Don Salieri wants you to know that he's very grateful. So if you ever need anything, maybe a loan or some honest work, don't hesitate to ask. Don doesn't forget his friends.
You stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom.
Hey, Tommy!
But you abuse my trust.
Our business has rules.
We do not allow mad dogs to run wild in our neighborhood.
This is the way this city works.
If you cross Salieri and his boys, you're dead.
Your neck's gotta be aching from all that looking over your shoulder you're doing.
You, Tommy. You could run this town someday.
Tom, don't do nothing you don't want to be remembered for, you hear me?
Probably too late for that.
No!
Don Salieri wants you to know that he's very grateful.
You stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom. If you cross Salieri and his boys, you're dead.
Your neck's gotta be aching from all that looking over your shoulder you're doing.
You, Tommy. You could run this town someday.
Don't do nothing you don't want to be remembered for, you hear me?
Probably too late for that.
No!
Don Salieri wants you to know that he's very grateful.
You stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom. If you cross Salieri and his boys, you're dead.
Your neck's gotta be aching from all that looking over your shoulder you're doing.
You, Tommy. You could run this town someday.
Don't do nothing you don't want to be remembered for, you hear me?
Probably too late for that.
No!
Hey, so I was watching this thing on TV last night. This guy was on, one of them vegetarians, you know? Those freaks who don't eat meat. He was talking some shit about how it's bad to kill animals for food. As far as I'm concerned, I'm all for killing, if it's for good reason. And eating this steak is definitely a good reason. So, what about you, Vito? You against killing animals? How about, you know, the, human animal?
Oh no, please! I got a wife and kid!
You should have thought of that before.
Oh, what's that stink? Eddie, you puke?
Oh, no. Must be Frankie Potts.
That asshole puked in your car?
Nah, he's in a trunk.
What? Oh, Manon.
Where'd you get all this money, Vito? You haven't done nothing you'll be sorry for, have you?
All right, listen. I got a contract I need some help with.
Who's the lucky guy?
Some fat piece of shit from across the river. I ordered some hardware from a friend of ours. He could have 20 bodyguards and a bulletproof car, and it won't matter. We'll sit there and we'll wait till that fat fuck shows up, and then boom!
My name is Vito Scaletta. I was born in Sicily in 1925.
Gentlemen, this is Vito Scaletta.
Vito, my boy's home.
Tell me what's going on here, Frankie.
Papa borrowed money.
Vito, know that this family of ours is a secret.
Hey, come on in, let's talk.
I need to make some real money, and punching the clock ain't gonna cut it.
You are entering the Society of the Chosen.
Promise that you won't get in any more trouble.
It's a high-risk business. If you don't like it, you can always go break your back working for peanuts down at the dock.
Our family means more to you from now on than your own family.
Don't worry.
I'm wondering if yous are ready to take the next step.
They're coming.
Repeat after me, Vito.
They got guns!
If I were to betray the secret of our way of life,
Aim for the fat bastard.
may my soul burn in hell. Just like this saint.
May my soul burn in hell.
Don't kill me! Sorry.
Just like this saint.
This has nothing to do with friendship, Vito. This is business.
Yeah, Mama, okay, I remember. Mama.
Go.
Right, I'm going. Jesus Christ.
Forgive him.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
Go to town and Mary found Uncle John. He claimed he had some music, but he had a lot of fun, oh baby. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Have some fun tonight.
All right, Mama. I'll see you later. Here we go.
Yeah, laugh it up.
You see, where I grew up, the only guys who mattered were the guys who had the balls to take what they wanted.
You'll have to explain this one to me, sonny boy. What's your story?
Well, my mother wanted me to come talk to you about an honest job, but I need real money, so this ain't gonna cut it.
Wise guys, you work for them, you're set. You fuck with them, you die.
Well, let's say you teach them a lesson that doesn't require that they miss work. You got it?
What if someone makes a fuss?
Change your plans, boys.
Oh, yeah? And what would that be?
We're gonna play some ball.
Peggy 18.
I want my money!
So, Henry, what kind of job we talking about here?
I gotta take a guy out. That's where you two come in. Somebody tried to take him out once before.
Go ahead, boys.
Let's just say they slightly underestimated him.
Let's get in there and take them out.
Hold on, I'm gonna need some serious firepower first.
I don't know what the hell you're hunting, but unless it's in a fucking tank, sayonara, baby.
Don't worry, I thought of everything.
Do it. Now. Boom. Don Clemente sends his regards.
Peggy 18.
Hi, Mama. I'm back.
Vito, my boy. My boy's home. I thought I'd never see you again. Francesca and me, we wait.
Vito, no, this family of ours is a secret. You are entering the Society of the Chosen.
Promise that you won't get in any more trouble with that, Joe.
Mr. Falcone's gonna bring us into the family tonight. You and me.
Where'd you get all this money, Vito? You haven't done nothing you'll be sorry for, have you?
Don't worry, everything's fine.
Our family means more to you from now on than your own family, or God, or your country. Gentlemen, I give you our new friend, Vito Scaletta.
If I were to betray the secret of our way of life, may my soul burn in hell.
It's a shame your papa didn't live to see this. He would be so proud, Vito.
Peggy 18.
Hey, where the hell you been? You remember the wise guys we used to see when we was kids?
Yeah, why?
The guy we're meeting here is one of them. I think he's got something big for us.
I need to make some real money. Punching the clock ain't gonna cut it. Shit, the cops. Come on, get out of the light. Let's go. You made enough cash for all this in the last 3 years?
More like the last 3 months. I know lots of people who pay well for a risky job, so to speak.
Look, you pull this off, I won't forget it, trust me.
Here's the money.
Good work, boys.
Okay, listen up. This is your maiden voyage, so try not to fuck it up.
If all goes well, I'll have something nice for you.
Here's to you guys, and to a bright future together. You remember the wise guys we used to see when we was kids?
Yeah, why?
The guy we're meeting here is one of them. I think he's got something big for us.
Boom, 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 boom. If you pull this off, I won't forget it. Trust me.
Gonna shoot you right down. Right off of your feet.
Not too many guys got the stomach for this line of work. We need guys like you.
Take you home with me. Put you in my house.
My new friend, Vito Scaletta.
Oh, baby. I love you, baby.
Where'd you get all this money, Vito?
Yeah. Yes, baby.
Started a fucking war.
Shaking it, baby. Shaking it, baby. One time.
About time you showed up.
These guys ain't cops.
The working man's a sucker, that's for damn sure.
You said it.
Oh, yeah. Well, come on home to me, baby. And shake it, baby.
Rated M for mature.
Gentlemen, I give you our new friend, Vito Scaletta.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her. Like the fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head?
You want to be a tough guy?
My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. It's gotta go. My life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a
See, what did I tell you? Piece of cake.
I couldn't feel any better, or I'd be sick.
Hey, easy.
Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
Rated M for mature.
It wasn't always like this. I used to be a real nice guy. Got a problem? You call Jimmy. In a jam? You call Jimmy. And look what that got me. The greaseballs screwed me over first chance they got. On the bright side, gave me plenty of time to figure out how I was gonna repay the favor. Today's gonna be a real good day.
Mafia 2. Out now.
Should have locked that door, buddy.
What the hell? No, no. Listen, Vito just got pinched.
Already? Shit. We got him the best lawyer in town. Be out in no time.
For your crimes against the people of this city, this court hereby sentences you to 10 years in a federal penitentiary.
Shit. What the hell? You said he was gonna get off.
First of all, lower your fucking voice. Dumb son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Joe, listen to me.
Henry, you hear what happened to Vito?
You gotta listen. You just made Lucas' hit list. You can either skip town, or you can stay and die.
You got some balls coming back.
You keep up the good work, you keep your nose clean, and I'll talk to the fellas. Who's this? This is Joe, the guy I was telling you about.
You got yourself 9 good fingers left.
Wanna make it 8? We need to talk.
Who is this guy?
No idea.
God damn it. Where the f*** are my pants? What the hell?
This court hereby sentences you to 10 years in a federal penitentiary.
So now Vito's in the big house, and I gotta look over my shoulder every 2 seconds. Come on, you piece of shit, move!
Just heard that somebody decided to squeal.
Who was it?
I'll kill you, fuck.
Yeah! You like that? You rat!
Take him down!
Whoa!
DA says he's gonna take down everybody.
Yeah? Let him come. Tell her I care.
Look, I'm sorry about Vito. There was nothing I can do. But you gotta listen. You just made Lucas' hit list.
Whoa, whoa! Speed the hell up! Come on! Don't let him get away!
I didn't say nothing to nobody.
Sorry, pal. I heard that one before. Joe, cover my ass!
Hey, look! Don't move! We better get out of here, Joe. I don't think these are the regular cops.
This is the Empire Bank Police Department. Put your hands in the air.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, you must have pissed them off good. You probably got about 5 minutes before the guys show up.
Bada boom!
Shit. Joe, keep them busy. Almost done here. You got some balls coming back here. Hey! Look at this guy. What the hell are you wearing, though?
You mean my disguise?
Yeah, it's about as subtle as a kick in the nuts.
Then how about that job we talked about?
Don't worry, I got more than enough work for both of us these days.
Well, it's Saturday night and I just got paid. All about my money, don't want to save. My heart say go, go. Have time for Saturday night. Now I'm feeling proud of all of myself. I'm gonna ride up and fall tonight. Along by 10, I've been flying high. Wanna go out to the sky, but I don't care to spin my goal. 'Cause tonight is gonna be one.
Hey, look who's here. Now I got a surprise for you. You remember the wise guys we used to see when we was kids?
Yeah, why?
The guy we're meeting here is one of them. I think he's got something big for us.
Boom, 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 boom.
You pull this off, I won't forget it. Trust me.
I'm gonna shoot you right down. Right off of your feet.
Not too many guys got the stomach for this line of work. We need guys like you.
Take you home with me. Put you in my house.
I give you our new friend, Vito Scaletta.
Oh!
this money, Vito?
Yeah. Yes, baby. Shake it,
Started a
baby.
fucking war.
Shake it, baby. Shake it, baby. One time.
About time you showed up.
These guys ain't cops.
The working man's a sucker, that's for damn sure.
You said it.
Oh, yeah. Well, come on home to me, baby. And shake it, baby. And shake it, baby.
President-elect Nixon. Violent clashes.
You people speak of family like you know what that word means.
There must be some kind of way out of
But you were born into yours.
say the joker to the thief. There's too much confusion.
You never had to go looking for some place to belong. Never had to bleed in a jungle just to find your real brothers. Never had to turn your back on God. Just so someone will finally treat you like a son. Family. To you, it's just a goddamn last name. But if you knew what family really meant, you would have never fucked with mine. All that spilled blood, you know what it breeds? Loyalty. Family and who you're born with is who you die for. Bayou's a big place, Tommy. Dark. Hungry. By the time it's through with you, won't be nothing left.
In New Orleans.
Now you all know what I'm willing to do for my family. What are you gonna do for yours?
In God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans.
him I'm on my way.
But nobody.
Tell him I'm on my way.
Nobody wants.
I keep my mind on my money. I keep my hand on my gunny. Don't get to playing with Sonny unless you play Boy Bunny. I put bow in your tummy, tattoo in your brain. The man ain't playing if you think it's a game. Haters whisper my name. Suckers want what I slang. Arrogant and I'm vain. DA want me to hang. But let me explain. Like Abel and Cain. That the black grim people is not my brother's keeper. Revenge. A killer's on the binge of revenge. It depends if I can live with my sins. Lose family and friends. Lost them all. Now you got to lose life and limbs. Spit flim on them. Got the code to rock him. Homie, jokes ain't allowed. And your boy ain't scared to move the crowd with something loud. If you doubt what I'm about, go ahead and run your mouth. I'm the last in your seat when your time is running out. Trick.
Everybody wants to go to heaven.
Send your fast, boy. With a blast.
Everybody wants to go to heaven.
Long one, send you on that long run.
Everybody wants to go to heaven.
You like a pro, yeah. Now you good to go. Nobody. Nah.
Nobody wants to die.
All I really want is for everything to go back the way that it was before that night.
So those the men you gonna kill, huh?
Shouldn't have said no.
This city survived the War of 1812, the Civil War, and God knows how many hurricanes. But when Lincoln Clay went after the mob, he inflicted more damage than all the wars and hurricanes combined.
Where the fuck you think you're going?
Sal Marcano deserves to die. I won't argue otherwise. Kill him, but let that be the end of it.
That's not enough.
It's enough if you say it's enough.
This isn't about bringing them back, or even exacting some street justice. It's about making that bastard feel what it's like to lose everything.
Welcome home, son.
Watch as I take it all away from him.
How do I find Alvarez? How?
We're getting ready to fucking kill me.
I was just doing what Uncle Sal told me to do.
There's got to be something we can do. You are Sal Marcano.
We wouldn't be in this fucking mess if you'd done what you were supposed to do.
This is a one-way road. Once you start down it, there ain't no turning back.
You are who you are. No point in arguing with yourself about it.
Did you help Lincoln Clay murder Sal Marcano and all prominent members of his crime family?
You're goddamn right I did.
Hold my head, ooh baby, it's a long way down to the bottom of the river. Hold my head, ooh baby, it's a long way down, a long way down.
Marked the largest number of casualties in the ongoing conflict.
If you get sleep, or if you get night,
Do this quiet. Away from here.
and check the cupboard for your daddy's gun.
The righteous will rejoice when he sees the vengeance.
The Lord's gonna come for your firstborn son.
Nothing you do will bring any of them back.
Go to the river where the water runs.
It took me months to figure out that Lincoln had survived the massacre and was waging a war against Sal Marcano.
Wolves will chase you by the pale moonlight.
Jesus Christ on the cross. Heard you were dead.
Been hearing that a lot.
Drive your son like a railroad spike.
It's over.
This is never going to be over.
But though you lift him, let him drown alive.
Want me to keep going? You got 9 more.
Let that fever make the water
You were there. I shot him right in the head.
What?
How was I? You shot him once.
It took me months to figure out that Lincoln had survived the massacre and was waging a war against Sal Marcano.
Did you help Lincoln Clay murder Sal Marcano and all prominent members of his crime family?
You're goddamn right I did.
Hold my head, ooh baby, it's a long way down to the bottom of the river. Hold my head, ooh baby, it's a long way down, a long way down.
Marks the largest number of casualties in the ongoing conflict.
If you get sleep, or if you get night,
Do this quiet. Away from here.
and check the cupboard for your daddy's gun.
The righteous will rejoice when he sees the vengeance.
The Lord's gonna come for your firstborn son.
Nothing you do will bring any of them back.
Go to the river where the water runs.
It took me months to figure out that Lincoln had survived the massacre and was waging a war against Sal Marcano.
Wolves will chase you by the pale moonlight.
Jesus Christ on the cross. Heard you were dead.
Been hearing that a lot.
Drive your son like a railroad spike.
It's over.
This is never going to be over.
But though you live to let him drown alive.
Want me to keep going? You got 9 more.
Let that fever make the water
You were there. I shot him right in the head.
Once.
You shot him once.
Ooh, baby, it's a long way down to the river. Hold my hand. Ooh, baby, it's a long way down. My hand. It's a long way. Ooh, baby, it's a long way down, a long way down.
Oh, Lincoln Clay.
Sammy said Mr. Marcano wanted to see me.
Well, I guess you're wondering what this is all about. Sammy's a hell of a man, but I'm thinking it's time to make a change.
I know what Sal did to you, Lincoln. But nothing you do will bring any of them back.
This isn't about bringing them back. It's about making that bastard feel what it's like to lose everything.
Lincoln Clay's still alive.
You were there. I shot him right in the head.
Once! You shot him once!
Lincoln wanted to terrify the mob, wanted them to know he was going to kill every last one of them, and that none of them would be able to stop him.
Call up whatever men we still have left. I don't have it in me to feel shame for the things I've done to others.
And you understand why I have to do this.
Please, let a man get in a prayer before you kill him.
You can pray on the way up.
I'm curious, Mr. Donovan. How exactly did you amass such a detailed knowledge of New Bordeaux?
Like I'd tell any of you assholes.
Mr. Donovan, look.
New Bordeaux's more than an outline on a map. It's a collection of districts, cultures, people. My job was to listen and observe, identify the relevant target, provide Lincoln with a blueprint. He did the rest.
Could you give this committee an example of what you mean?
Yeah, all right. Take Delray Hollow, where Lincoln grew up. The hollow's filled with pride, hope. But beneath that is a layer of fear, of anger, for the sense you gotta scratch and claw for everything.
The fuck are you?
Frisco Fields. Manicured lawns, perfect smiles, southern charm. Thing is, it's all a show, a facade. Just because the knife comes out of a monogram sleeve doesn't mean it won't cut your throat. The French War. Home to every fantasy and perversion you can imagine. But if you're not careful, those appetites will come back around on you. Be the very thing that kills you. Bayou Phantom. It's beautiful down there. Serene even. But it's also vicious, wild, unpredictable.
Ah, yes. Pint for done. A proud people, the Irish.
The entire district runs on whiskey and rage. People up there never back down. Never. On the surface, South Downs looks like a nice blue-collar neighborhood. Safe. Friendly, even. It's all a cover, though. Cover for violence and lawlessness. You could almost mistake Barclay Mills and Tikva Harbor for normal American industrial zones. But in order to do that, you'd have to ignore all the brutality and workplace accidents. Downtown, the prosperous heart of the city. Concrete, steel, the wheels of government, and greasing the whole thing is an endless stream of graft and corruption. Then there's River Row. Whole damn district's just one never-ending knife fight.
This is all very poetic, Mr. Donovan, but it doesn't explain
how Lincoln Clay took down the entire city in the summer of '68. He did it by mastering the one thing everyone in New Bordeaux understands. Power.
I understand that Lincoln Clay's action was the result of a vendetta against Sal Marcano. But why did the pursuit of that vengeance lead Mr. Clay to unleash violence and destruction throughout the entire city?
But Senator, that's the beautiful part. Sal owned New Bordeaux, so Lincoln could treat the whole city as one giant target. Men with power like Sal Marcano, they think they're untouchable.
I don't have it in me to feel shame for the things I've done. Never have.
What they don't want is for you to start picking at the loose threads at the edge of their empire. Disrupting the drug market from the street up. Robbing back alley heroin dealers in the Hollow. Or shooting up the PCP labs tucked among the high society in Frisco Fields. They damn sure don't want you infiltrating their safe houses and extracting valuable information from their low-life lieutenants.
So you want a doctor? Then you better tell me something worth hearing.
They tend to get annoyed when you start hunting two-bit pimps through the French ward one by one. Terrorizing old Uncle Lou Marcano's well-paying Johns and grinding the flesh trade in the city's bordellos to a crawl.
Came in and killed everybody.
They definitely don't want you to keep pulling the thread till you're shooting up the casino boat that chugs through that muddy bayou.
I want you to send a message to your brother.
Pull enough thread and the whole operation starts to fall apart.
Should have saved a bullet or two.
You muscle in on Enzo Conti, interdict all that lost cargo that fell off the car in a train yard somewhere in Barclay Mills, the guns, the cars, the human beings. You choke off every single black market pipeline that keeps the Marcano empire afloat.
Lincoln Clay! Lincoln Clay! Every lowlife ball of piss in this city smells blood in the water. My blood!
Then, and this is the absolute last thing they want, is for you to start building your own thing on the same spot where you tore theirs down.
Once it's in our hands, I'll decide who gets to run the day-to-day.
Men with power like Sal Marcano never understand how quickly they can lose it. But once you've unraveled enough thread, you take all that thread you got and string them up with it.
And the weapons. The tools Mr. Clay used to terrorize the citizens of New Bordeaux, I suppose you furnished him with those as well.
Actually, no. Don't get me wrong, Senator. I would have given him any gun, knife, or bomb he asked for.
What can I do for you, Lincoln Clay?
But like I've said, Lincoln never had trouble finding a weapon.
And just how does he accomplish that?
Help me kill Sal Marcano.
For most of that summer, one of his underbosses, Cassandra, she ran the Haitian gang, looped him into a sweet little arms smuggling ring she had going. That kept him squared away.
There are stashes of guns hidden in this city.
Full-service operation. They aim to please. Pistols, rifles, shotguns, ammo, you name it. It was all black market gear, of course. I mean, this was a real arsenal. If the VC had been this well provisioned at Ladrang, the whole damn war might have turned out different. Extended clips, perfectly tuned sights, hollow points, silencers. By the time Lincoln finished tinkering with the firearm, it was a precision instrument of death.
Nothing like this had ever happened before. Lincoln wanted to terrify the mob. He wanted them to know he was going to kill every last one of them.
Then, Jesus, then when Burke came on board, things really kicked up another level. Explosives. Everything from Molotov cocktails to C4. You know, the stuff they use for controlled demolitions, except in our case, not always so controlled.
There was a loud crash, like a bomb going off.
War on the streets as a gunman stormed the Royal Hotel, killing an untold number of men.
You know what the funny part is? The funny part is, Lincoln didn't really need half the shit to take down Marcano.
And the systematic killing of Marcano's capos and lieutenants?
Well, we weren't playing fucking patty cake. Christ. Fighting to him was like breathing. I've seen him bring a whole VC unit to its knees using nothing but his knife. I've seen him take apart an armored encampment from the canopy with a single-scoped combat rifle. Put a rocket launcher in the hands of a man like that, and those poor bastards never stood a chance. Even back in Laos when we were running guns. Hell, almost from the moment he stepped off the chopper, I remember thinking to myself, this man has a talent for violence.
Now, there are some reports during this period, however, of mob safe houses being attacked by entire hit squads. Other reports have certain individuals, sometimes even entire operations, simply vanishing as if they were never there. Now, one soldier, no matter how skilled, simply is not capable.
Enough, Senator. It's like you people haven't heard a word I've said. Lincoln played it smart, always.
I need to look at our options. Come up with a plan.
If the best play was to silently neutralize all the muscle in a joint, well, he was more than proficient in the art of the covert takedown. Hell, sometimes he even left a few breathing to have a chat with them later.
I don't know anything.
Let me tell you, Senator, the biggest weapon isn't worth a damn if the other guy can take it away from you before you even know he's there. If the smart move was to trade blows, make examples out of a few guys, then no one did public and brutal like Lincoln Clay. The last place in the world you'd want to be is in a fist fight with that man. It didn't matter how hard you hit him. He never, ever stopped moving forward. Muscle alone doesn't make you ruthless. You have to be willing to bite and claw and scrape and do what no one else will do to stay alive.
Imagine being trapped in a dark room and there's no way out. And every fear, every nightmare you ever had is in that room with you. And there's no escape from any of it.
If you were vulnerable to being surgically picked apart from a distance, then no amount of guards would keep Lincoln from staying low, probing for weakness, and finding the perfect sightline. If the situation was less subtle, then he could go in guns blazing. You've never seen shock and awe like that, gentlemen. An olive green angel of death. The truth is, to his enemies, Lincoln Clay was a walking nightmare. He could hurt Sal Marcano and his crew in 100 different ways. One thing we do agree on, Senator, no matter how it happened, all that really matters about any fight is how it ends. And who's left standing when it's over. By the time Lincoln finally faced off with Sal Marcano, he had effectively undermined Sal's whole network. New Bordeaux belonged to Lincoln. As soon as he broke Marcano's hold on a district, he transferred power to one of his underbosses.
I'll decide who gets to run the day-to-day.
Like I said, Cassandra ran guns. She was Lincoln's main arms dealer. She could also lean on a few operators at the telephone exchange.
Cassandra told me to reach out. I certainly appreciate some help with the phones.
Whatever you need, consider it done.
One call from Lincoln would cut communications for a whole neighborhood. Forget about calling in reinforcements or reporting on his movements. Once he got organized, he had Thomas Burke set up a service that delivered him a vehicle from his private fleet whenever he needed them. Anywhere in the city, day or night. It was like an armada.
A couple of my guys been keeping tabs on him. You should talk to them.
Vito Scaletta was one of the most connected gangsters in the crew, so he became sort of a mob administrator.
You want me to keep going? You got 9 more!
When Lincoln needed backup muscle, one of Scaletta's hit squads was never far away. He also had connections to an underground doctor who gave Lincoln whatever he needed to patch himself up. Thing about Vito was he was old school Mafia. Guys like that don't take orders from some punk who's not even in the family.
We got rules. Not my fucking problem that you people don't understand it.
It's one of the great things about Lincoln Clay, though. He could line even the most unlikely of allies.
God damn, don't you want a man like that on your side?
It worked in Vietnam, and it definitely worked in New Bordeaux.
If Mr. Clay had such grave misgivings about his associates, why enlist their help in the first place?
You're still not getting it. It was never just about killing Marcano. It was about hurting him first. Lincoln wanted to take his legacy apart piece by piece. Tear down everything he'd ever worked for. He wanted him to understand that with all his money and all his muscle and his influence, there was nothing he could do to stop it.
Lincoln had a significant impact. He did what the Bureau wouldn't or couldn't do. He finished them.
Then somewhere along the line, Lincoln realized something you still can't seem to grasp. The best way to take down an empire, to make sure it stays down, is to build another empire right on top of it.
New Bordeaux belongs to me. Ain't nobody left to stand in my way.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue.
Fast cars and shine. What's not to like?
Wish I were back on the bayou, rolling with some
Sinclair Parish. That mean anything to you?
Nothing good. For black folks, anyway.
Sheriff department down there still thinks Jim Crow's the law of the land.
Go on. Have your fun.
So we're building a civil rights case against them.
You know the names of the people we've been talking to. Some of these people done gone missing.
After it's all said and done, hell, I'll probably get elected governor.
We gon' see about Slim and his friends.
The whole parish is locked down. No one gets in or out without Slim say so.
You still think you can win? But you got something to win.
We'll get this done.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Attaboy. Jackpot. Aldrich! Come here. What? Oh, get up. So long, Johnny.
Meet Horatio Balmana. Balmana and his crew were piloting a plane out of Havana. The plane's cargo was part of a Russian R-12 theater ballistic missile.
Which part are we talking about?
The thermonuclear warhead part.
So if Aldrich took the files and surveillance photos to track this thing down, then we need another way to find it.
Marshall here is one of New Bordeaux's finest bounty hunters.
You know, I gave you a shot to sit in the back seat, and you didn't take it.
If Aldrich gets his hands on this, there's no telling what he'll do.
Where's the nuke?
Therein lies the question, compadre.
After you.
Pansy.
Your life is a danger. Runner, that's all you ever be. Just a skid row runner. That's all you ever be. That's all you ever be.
Let me go. I won't say anything. Please.
She belongs with us, Mr. Clay.
What the hell?
Help me. She needs us. Now, more than ever.
Sammy ever tell you stories about the Ensanglante?
Oh, God, they coming.
Ensanglante is French for covered in blood.
She's my witch.
You'll never get out of here alive.
The Lord keeps all who love him, but all the wicked he will destroy.
Tell me where she is.
She is my witch.
When I was a little boy, at the age of 5,
Back up to Lone Dock.
I had something in my head. Keeps a lot of folks alive. Now I'm a man of 21.
Police continue to search the French ward for at least 4 men believed to be involved in the robbing of the Federal Reserve.
We can have a lot of fun.
There's gonna be a lot of heat coming down off of what we've done tonight.
You need to relax, Sal.
Hey, we're gonna pull this off.
There's my boy. Look like you could use a drink. Want to get changed? We need to get ourselves over to Sammy's, collect our cut of that money. And George, there's one more thing we need to do.
This isn't just money. It's freedom.
I need you with me on this.
I'm with you, Pop.
You mind pouring one more of those? Couldn't pull it off without you, Sammy.
When you really break it down, there are only two groups of people in the world. Those with power and those who want power. Take your hypothetical overworked, underpaid cab driver in Lost Heaven who finds himself on the payroll of a prominent crime family.
Where to? Anywhere. Fast.
Suddenly, we're not talking hypotheticals, but about Tommy Angelo and his work for the Salieri crime family. But there are times when the work doesn't fit the man. Take when Tommy cornered Salieri's man, Frank Coletti.
Frank, the Don sent me.
Coletti'd gotten pinched and became a federal informant, and, no surprise, Salieri wanted him in the ground, pronto. Coletti told Tommy he did what he needed to do to protect his family, and there was something about his story. The wife, the kid. It hit home for Tommy, and Coletti walked. When Salieri found out, he ordered a hit on Tommy, and that's when Tommy Angelo did what was best for his own wife and kid, entered witness protection.
Mr. Angelo?
Yes?
Mr. Salieri sends his regards.
You saw this type of thing happen again in Empire Bay years later. Different circumstances, different people, but consistent. And of course, that would be the events that went down with Vito Scaletta and Joe Barbaro.
Remember the wise guys we used to see when we was kids?
Yeah, why?
The guy we're meeting here was one of them.
Scaletta hoped working for the mob would allow him to provide a better life for his mother and sister.
Where'd you get all this money, Vito?
Scaletta and Barbaro were like brothers. In those days, you were hard-pressed to be able to hire one and not end up with the other at his side. You have to understand, the mob's a group of people who do just about anything to get what they want. Sure, they may throw around words like family, but there's no such thing as loyalty in their world, not really.
What'd they tell you, Vito? Take care of me and all's forgiven?
Scaletta and Barbaro, they were the exception to the rule. But even then, it was the thirst for power that drove them, and that's the thing that brought them down in the end.
Hey, what the hell's going on? Where they taking Joe?
Sorry, kid. Joe wasn't part of our deal.
Which, of course, is how Scaletta ended up working out of a shithole in New Bordeaux. Now, you could make a compelling case that without Scaletta, you'd have never had New Bordeaux's own crime boss, Lincoln Clay. Lincoln was born with nothing. Essentially, grew up with nothing. That is, until he met Sammy Robinson. In Lincoln, he was forever bonded to Sammy and his brother Ellis. And despite of all the crimes he committed, I have no doubt he'd have laid down his own life for either one of them. No question. He lost everything that mattered most to him in the Night of Blood, save for his friendship with a morally bankrupt CIA agent. Point is, Lincoln Clay brought down the entire infrastructure of the mob in New Bordeaux, built up his own thing to take its place, Even still, what he did wasn't motivated by business. It was all about his family.
I'm here to make you pay for what you did to Sammy and Ellis Robinson.
These men were fully aware that what they were doing was wrong, so redemption's not a possibility here.
Let me see your hands.
But what I will say is when forced to make a choice between organized crime and the people they cared about most, these men chose family. Every time. Of course, as long as you've got people who are willing to steal, maim, torture, and murder to get ahead, you're never getting rid of the mob. When you really break it down, there are only two groups of people in the world. Those with power and those who want power. Take your hypothetical overworked, underpaid cab driver in Lost Heaven who finds himself on the payroll of a prominent crime family.
Where to? Anywhere. Fast.
Suddenly, we're not talking hypotheticals, but about Tommy Angelo and his work for the Salieri crime family. But there are times when the work doesn't fit the man. Take when Tommy cornered Salieri's man, Frank Coletti. Coletti'd gotten pinched and became a federal informant, and, no surprise, Salieri wanted him in the ground, pronto. Coletti told Tommy he did what he needed to do to protect his family, and there was something about his story. It hit home for Tommy, and Coletti walked. When Salieri found out, he ordered a hit on Tommy.
If you cross Salieri and his boys, you're dead.
And that's when Tommy Angelo did what was best for his own wife and kid. Entered witness protection.
Mr. Angelo?
Yes?
Mr. Salieri sends his regards.
You saw this type of thing happen again in Empire Bay years later. Different circumstances, different people, but consistent. And of course, that would be the events that went down with Vito Scaletta and Joe Barbaro.
You remember the wise guys we used to see when we was kids?
Yeah, why?
The guy we're meeting here is one of them.
Scaletta hoped working for the mob would allow him to provide a better life for his mother and sister.
Where'd you get all this money, Vito?
Scaletta and Barbaro were like brothers. In those days, you were hard-pressed to be able to hire one and not end up with the other at his side. You have to understand, the mob's a group of people who do just about anything to get what they want. Sure, they may throw around words like family, but there's no such thing as loyalty in their world, not really.
What'd they tell you, Vito? Take care of me and all's forgiven?
Scaletta and Barbaro, they were the exception to the rule. But even then, it was the thirst for power that drove them, and that's the thing that brought them down in the end.
Hey, what the hell's going on? Where they taking Joe?
Sorry, kid. Joe wasn't part of our deal.
Which, of course, is how Scaletta ended up working out of a shithole in New Bordeaux. Now, you could make a compelling case that without Scaletta, you'd have never had New Bordeaux's own crime boss, Lincoln Clay. Lincoln was born with nothing. Essentially, grew up with nothing. That is, until he met Sammy Robinson. In Lincoln, he was forever bonded to Sammy and his brother Ellis. And despite of all the crimes he committed, I have no doubt he'd have laid down his own life for either one of them. No question. He lost everything that mattered most to him in the night of blood, save for his friendship with a morally bankrupt CIA agent. Point is, Lincoln Clay brought down the entire infrastructure of the mob in New Bordeaux, built up his own thing to take its place. Even still, what he did wasn't motivated by business. It was all about his family.
I'm here to make you pay for what you did to Sammy and Ellis Robinson.
These men were fully aware that what they were doing was wrong, so redemption's not a possibility here.
Let me see your hands.
But what I will say is when forced to make a choice between organized crime and the people they cared about most, these men chose family. Every time. Of course, as long as you've got people who are willing to steal, maim, torture, and murder to get ahead, you're never getting rid of the mob.
Going to the mattresses. When two families declare war on each other. Don Salieri and Don Morello came up together, but there's no love lost between them. And when those two go to the mattresses, that war is gonna spill into the streets. Nobody will be safe. Not bagmen, not crooked cops, not even dirty politicians. Omerta, a code of silence that every member of the family swears to. You break it, you're dead. Simple as that. Even if the feds nab you, you don't break for nothing. Unless you want to be looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life.
Consigliere. This is the boss's right-hand man. Always ready with some keen bit of advice when the toughest decisions gotta be made. Think of him as a member of the family's high council, keeping the Don sane when the going gets rough.
Bagman. A bagman is a delivery man. When it's time to collect some dirty money, he's who you call. If you ever see someone move in on your territory, pay their bagman a surprise visit and have him deliver their boss a message, too. Capo. Every army has its chain of command, and the mob ain't no exception. A capo is a made man, a guy with a crew of soldiers and a couple of rackets bringing in the cash. You start taking out the capos, and the big man sitting at the top loses his most trusted lieutenants and his bankroll.
Everything I've done for my family.
For the last 10 years, all I done was kill. I killed for my family. I killed anybody that got in my way.
Family and who you're born with is who you die for.
Everything I've done for my family.
For the last 10 years, all I done was kill. I killed for my family. I killed anybody that got in my way.
You people speak of family like you know what that word means. Family and who you're born with is who you die for.
Everything I've done for my family.
Family and who you're born with is who you die for.
Everything I've done for my family.
Family and who you're born with is who you die for.